when you first started, when you transitioned to mixed martial arts, did you continue to also weightlift, or did you just make the full transition?
Yeah, I had to definitely change. The two almost like flipped, right? Because when I started, I lifted weights like 5 or 6 days a week, you know, and then I started doing Jiu-Jitsu and kickboxing. And when I started that, I started with like a 2-3 day a week schedule. And I, like in the first few months, it's a mix of a couple things. Like one, I'd gained all this weight, but I was like really, really stiff, right? And so like I would regularly like tweak my neck or like back here between the scapula, and that was probably from lifting too much and then just sucking at jiu-jitsu and like being the punching bag for,
worked,
yeah, exactly. And so I pretty quickly realized like, okay, I need to change the schedule. Like I can't be like powerlifting, coming in here fatigued every day and then wrestling, especially when you're like the inexperienced guy. Like you're just adding too much, and but yeah, I've always stuck with lifting. So like now my schedule's like the inverse. Like I do jiu-jitsu every day and then I lift a couple times a week.
Okay, gotcha.
So
yeah,
I've told Tim I've had to change my lifting schedule. Like I've leaned out a little bit, and so some things I'm like, fuck, I got to get those numbers back up. But there's one day I'll do both in the same day, and that's the only time. Because I'll feel it. Like one day I cramped in my hammy real bad, and I felt bad. We were rolling, and I had to stop a guy. I was like, "Oh, dude, like I can't move my leg."
Yeah, for sure.
So I try to lift like 3-4 days, and then jiu-jitsu 3 or 4. I need more Sundays.
Yeah,
Sundays are
Sundays
fun.
the best.
Yeah,
and I tell people that when they start, like if they're like a really avid weightlifter, I'm like, hey, if you're gonna try to train like 3 times a week, like you're gonna have to adapt your lifting schedule. Yeah, because it would be like adding 3 more lifting sessions in. You know, like your body's just like not ready for that.
Yeah.
And it's probably not the ideal way to like maximize your results anyway. Like
for sure,
you can't just overwork yourself all the
time.
time.
Right.